And welcome to the Monarchs Friday Focus. Myself, Graham Munsey, joined by Dave Harley as we look back on a close tussle. The Monarchs running out victors 47-43 against the Diamonds in the first leg of the KO Cup. Dave, a lot has been said about this Newcastle team in the run-up, some saying on paper it's weak. We'd said on the preview show during the week never to discount these Diamonds, particularly around Armadale. You know, Max Clegg, Matthew Weathers, James Wright, guys that put in good performances in the past, and that was to be the case. And only 4 points for the Waterford Monarchs to take down A1 on Sunday. A lot of work still to do.
100% correct, Graham. You know, the Diamonds were tough tonight. The toughest Diamonds, as they would say. They really dug in. Very few last places. No mistakes at all. James Wright looking really good for never raced here for 6 years. Max looking a lot better, actually. You can see Trackcraft, particularly in later races, doing really well. But tough for our boys. We stuck in. Sam and Richie on top form, and they got us to the win. And as has been said before, going to Newcastle, we've got no fears there. We've had some good scores there in the past, so we'll go and see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, toughest Diamonds, is that a saying, Dave, or is that one that you've just coined?
Diamonds are one of the hardest materials in the world, Graham. You should know that.
I'll take your word for it. So a packed show as always. We hear from both camps. We hear from Willie Lawson, from the Monarchs, and from Connor Mountain, from the Diamonds, as well as your racing night. An interesting tussle on Heat 9 between Matty Weathers and Kai Thompson. Dave, we know the makeup of this Monarchs team. We rely on the top riders to do their jobs, and the guys in behind to pick up those crucial thirds and get those heat advantages. I don't think we can ask for any more. Obviously out of Sam and Richie, both of them on trouble tonight. A full 15-pointer from Richie and 13 plus 2 for Sam, both unbeaten. But the back end just consistently wasn't there. Everyone had their moments, but the back end just not consistently there to build the kind of lead we would have wanted to take down the road.
Definitely, as you say, the top two done their job perfectly, and we got off to a decent start. A 5-1 in Heat 1, a 4-2 in Heat 3, and Kai looking good, and Willie winning Heat 2 well. Started well, but the odd mistakes just crept in there, and we're allowing Max and Matthew to run that inside lane and get past us. But as we said, tough work, and I'm sure a few of them are going home tonight thinking should have done better.
Yeah, and I think that probably actually a very good point, that the guys that have done the most laps round this tracks, the like of Max and Matthew, were able to take advantage of those mistakes. You know, it was a fairly flawless performance, maybe apart from Kyle Howarth touching the tapes in one race, but you know, the Diamonds didn't throw anything away. You can look at a few falls for the Monarchs, you can look at a few times where they maybe just rode the line just a wee bit wrong, came off the line, and that allowed the Diamonds past. So yeah, I guess if you're looking at a report card for the Monarchs, maybe I could do better.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was a couple of times they're unlucky, you know, which heat was it where we came out with a 5-1 and
yeah, it was Josh and Kai.
Josh and Kai a 5-1, and I think it was Ryan that came off with Howarth in Heat 5, I think.
Oh yeah, sorry, that one.
That one, sorry, apologies. You know, little things like that, they make a difference, and Tom probably prepared a little bit differently at this level, probably caught him out, whereas if he'd been steady in Heat 2, probably beats Joe. And there's little points like that that could make the difference on Sunday come the end of the 30th heat.
Yeah, and I think you're right, and I know when these guys step up it is different, isn't it? I guess even those first and second bend, Tom Woolley will be used to going into first and second bend and maybe only having one rider round about him or in front of him. You know, at the National League there is a lot of his heats, there is that gap between the heat leaders in that league and the reserves. Whereas at this level you're going in and there's maybe a bit of traffic there, it comes off. But yeah, you know what? Salted race for still on Sunday, 4 points. We seen it last weekend. You know, we went down to Redcar on Sunday and came away with a draw, and another performance like that required. One man who is looking for a little bit more, but certainly knows that Newcastle track better than most, is Willie Lawson, and he spoke to myself after the match. So Willie, tough night for the team, a tough night for yourself, but 4 points, it's a lead to take on Sunday, but a lot to do if we want to get through the next round of the Cup.
It is, but then it's not the first time we've run as close here and we went down there once, so yeah, I'm optimistic, so I think we can go down and do something. So.
And it was pretty much a solid effort for Newcastle, wasn't it? They weren't dropping the solid points, they were tucking in behind Sam and Richie a lot, and the Monarchs just never seemed to get going.
Just the reserves, like the team doing the night. I started off, my gating's good, it's when it goes slick, that's when I struggle, I'm getting inside line now. And but I'm on the pace, so just need to get the gate.
Yeah. And I think you mentioned, obviously, when you were speaking to, if it was Liam during the match, obviously it is only your third match back after sort of 18 months off, so it just take a wee bit of getting up to match sharpness.
A wee bit like, I had a good race with Matthew, and I knew where I wanted to be, but just try to get there and get my wheels in line and stuff, and just sharpness and stuff. I fair to myself, I had problems with my forearms, red car and stuff, and with the right I had no problem at all. So.
And then of course, we go down to Newcastle on Sunday, we've got Richie rides well there, Josh rides well, you're a former Newcastle number one, Stevie Worrell, Gaston's a former Newcastle number one, so there's still the quality in the team that get the result.
Sam and Richie, so they kind of held it together for us tonight, so Josh hasn't got going yet, so a couple of us really not got going, so we'll get Kai going as well. So a wee bit disappointed that he's been going, but no, he's showed promise, you know what I mean, he's won a couple of races, so just get everything together and start the meeting, make sure he's on the right gear.
Well, there, Dave, I think just looking for a wee bit more sharpness and just to get himself back to where he thinks he needs to be. You know, he's won both his Heat 2s here now, but maybe the points not quite there. And those key heats where you need them, the Heat 8s, the Heat 12s, again proved
14,
to be a bit weaker for the Monarchs. That Heat 12 in particular, the big 5-1 for the Diamonds.
Well, 12 and 14 tonight, to be honest.
12, 13, 14, 15, we just traded 5-1s, but just a wee bit more required in the bigger heats.
Yeah, because you're looking at that. We know from Heat 11 onwards, we've got Richie and Sam and three of the races, and looking right. Okay, it's tight, but we can pull away a wee bit. But fair play to Diamonds, James and Connor Mountain coming out with a win in the Heat 12, and Max well, brilliant team ride in Heat 14, to be honest, really pushing through in the inside when it looked for all the world that Josh would go around everybody for the win, but fair play to Diamonds as they stuck in and got that there.
Yep, and you mentioned that there, Diamonds, and solid throughout, and I guess from their point of view, they'll actually maybe look at their guest at number one, Kyle Howarth, only getting, I think it was 4 off the top of my head, obviously a last in Heat 1, a tapes exclusion later on, and go, well, if we'd had Ben Barker in there or a rider that rode to Ben's average of 7, we could have been going down the road with a win. But beyond that, just solid throughout. I mean, I think 3 of the riders all had exactly the same score, 6+1.
Yeah.
You had an 8+2, obviously James Wright with 12, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, 12.
12+1. So, from 2 through 6, paid 7, paid 7, paid 10, paid 7, paid 13. Solid performances.
And 1 through 6 have had at least a win or a Heat win as well. And then again, you count the last places from that top 6, there's only 4.
Yeah.
And it's just that's. We always talk all the time, winning gets you the door, but it's the last places that cost us.
That's it, particularly in a two-legged affair as well. And one man who's had, I guess, a pretty good day, a good score tonight back on the bike, and a team place in the Premiership, Connor Mountain, and he caught up with myself after the match as well. So just a 4-point deficit for the Diamonds going into the second leg. A good solid performance, and I'm sure you probably would have taken that coming up the road today.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think that we even expected ourselves to keep it that close. So really good result for us, and happy to get the first meeting underway.
Yep, and from your own point of view, I guess you probably didn't want the meeting to end. Did your score improve every race? Was that just a case of getting the track sussed out and your bike sussed out?
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, it's been a long time off, and my first meeting back for ourselves. So every race got better, and finished on a win. So it was really good to finish on a win, and looking to carry on.
And then they quite a good day. Obviously, it was announced earlier on. You've now got a Premiership team spot, and so come here. I think it was paid 7 and finished with a Heat win. Must be pretty happy going into the weekend.
Yeah, that's it. Really pleased to sign with Kingston, and obviously I'll be racing more. So more racing, the better.
And obviously, I don't think Rob Grant and the guys behind the scenes at Newcastle have had their troubles to seek. It's been 18 months of hell, and that's just been good for everyone involved, just to actually get out on the track and do what he's wanted to do. No talking, no seeing what's happening in the press, just going out and riding the bike.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they've put a lot of effort in, and obviously things haven't gone their way, but really good result to start the season off and looking to finish the job on Sunday.
Yeah, you mentioned Sunday they're off, of course, it's only half time, and the World Cup parlance, and Edinburgh do have quite a good record at Newcastle, so I guess the task for you guys will be, it's not a job done, there's still a job to do.
No, that's it. Yeah, we're only halfway through, and obviously Edinburgh will be fired up. We kept it really close here, so I don't think it'll be an easy match Sunday by any means, but we'll give it a good crack, and hopefully we can get the job done.
Connor, there, a good night's work, and they always say it makes for a good night when you win your last heat. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, and it makes for a shorter drive down the road when you finished with a win. So Connor will be happy with that. And we've touched on it a couple of times, Dave. 47-43. The Monarchs would have been looking for more. So last time I make a prediction, Mike asked me for a prediction on the stream if anyone was watching that. I won't embarrass myself by saying how much I thought the Monarchs would win, but it wasn't.
Well, I said a big win on Wednesday night as well, to be fair, but
Never knowingly not ill-informed, Dave.
No, that's it. No, you have to say fair play to Diamonds, and it's a tough match, and it shows the Monarchs what they need to expect as the standard they need to get to. Likes of Nathan and Josh and Willie, and they know that the standard they've got to get to, and if we don't do that on Sunday, we'll be out the cup with only four matches run. But always believe in the Monarchs, and we've got Stevie Worrell number one on Sunday. And Stevie and Richie, I think we should score hopefully pretty close to what Richie and Sam tonight. So you never know. Get yourself up to 30 points already, and you're in it.
That's it. You're definitely in it. So, of course, as always, round Armadale, we've seen some hotly contested action. We always bring you your heat of the week. Tonight, that was heat number 9. Classic Matthew Weathers up against young Kai Thompson. We'll see that now.
That is away well again. Just got himself ahead of Matthew Weathers down the back straight. He's going to have to work hard because Matthew will be putting the pressure on, and he's on that inside line that he's so good on. Gone through. Brilliant riding by Weathers. Thompson trying a big blast round the outside, nearly there. It's a tough line though. Few riders ride that inside better than Matthew. I think he's got control of the race really. Kai settling in second, still a decent ride by him. And a 4-2 it is in the end.
Matty Weathers, he's been doing that move for 18 seasons now, I think it is, since he first came over here 2003. And yeah, if you come off that inside line on the now the third and fourth bend, Matty Weathers is going to take advantage.
Yeah, he's just phenomenal, solid round there. He turns that bike inside out. We saw in the was it called the Blast from the Past on Wednesday night when he won us, helped us win the
Golden
playoff
Heats.
tie, Golden Heats, and excellent again tonight. I mean, he's ended up with was it 6-1 as well. Not quite there in Heat 13, but everywhere else he's more than doing his job at his age, and that's doing well for them.
Yep. So I've said it before. All to race for on Sunday. 4 o'clock tapes up at Rough Park. Check an eye on the Newcastle website. I think when I seen earlier today, I think there was maybe still the possibility of the odd ticket left. Sorry, excuse me, I've got a daddy long legs or something there. There's still a few tickets remaining, so get yourself on there. If not, live updates will be available on the Monarchs website from 4. All to play for, but we'll go back to that and see how we got on when we return with the preview show on Wednesday. Until then, thanks very much.